How can we be born guilty? I hate being a player of a game of life. It feels so fake, game of life. Is it a real accurate way to describe it? Is it game of life is a real accurate way to describe it, but it's hard to accept this part of human nature because there's a desire for complete authenticity. I want everyone, including myself, to drop playing the cards. The playing cards equal pain. I'd like you to tell me my games in our next talk. Perhaps my game is silence. So this is really interesting what you say, Susan, because you don't hate the games that humans play together. What you hate is losing and feeling the pain of it, and not being aware of the nasty predators, the human nasty predators, because there are human nasty predators out there. Ultimately, it's your dream, so it's a part of your mind. But there are predators that will do anything to get what they want, and they will do anything. So if they see that you've got a beautiful home and they want that, they will do anything to get that house off you. And that's the predator, that's the game that we are afraid of. You actually enjoy the game of succeeding at something, of doing something beautifully, of being in love with your boyfriend, of telling your boyfriend nice things, of him telling you nice things, of going shopping, buying clothes or house things, or playing on your phone, laughing with friends, and they're all games too. What happens to us though, and I think that a lot of our problems are to do with interpersonal relationships, is we're very afraid of ourselves and the other that will do anything to get what it wants. That is a scary side of human nature. Most of us have this dynamic inside of us called empathy. Some of us feel it and some of us just imagine it, and some of us are scared of consequences. But what it does is it helps us to relate to other people and to treat other people with respect and to understand from their side what it feels like. So you don't dislike the game. We like the game very much. Just like Khaleesi loves hunting rabbits. She loves that. When you're training animals or when you're training dogs, some trainers teach you to try your best to use their natural instincts to train them. So if a dog really likes fetching a ball, the fetching of a ball is catching an animal and bringing it back to the nest. It's not just innocently fetching a ball, it's like playing a ball like a child instantly. No, in their brain they're catching an animal or prey and bringing it back to the nest, and that's very exciting for them. Khaleesi loves it. She doesn't like playing with balls, but she loves chasing animals. Yeah, she loves that. She gets this thing sometimes when she's been chasing an animal for a while. Like sometimes I've lost her in the forest and she's chased a deer or something, or a rabbit. And when I get her, she looks possessed and her eyes look a little bit like they've gone all black. And I sometimes wonder if that's what happens to predators when they're hunting, is their eyes become darker, and that's why we have this idea that those black dark eyes are bad or evil. You know, when somebody's eyes go all black or something. But anyway, that's beside the point. What was the point? Oh yeah, the point is that we don't dislike the game. We love playing with people. We love playing cards. We love competing. We love playing computer games. We love doing all these things. But we're traumatized by people that have played with us that will do anything to get what they want, and we're traumatized by being identified with our feelings and not knowing how to deal with those feelings. So, like overwhelming feelings if you lose or something, being bullied. This is why we begin to hate others. So like Donald Trump, he represents this businessman that will do anything to get what he wants. And all of us have this in our psychology. We kind of know it from the myths that we tell each other, but we're just not very conscious of it. Like, you know it from watching TV, that he represents the big fat cat that will do anything to get what he wants. But he's not stupid, so he's not going to do things that are too illegal so he loses his freedom. Or maybe he does, but he's very good at it. I hear that he's got very high intelligence. It's very interesting. Because if you have strong empathy, I don't know if you could be a politician or a big business owner if you have strong empathy. You would screw it up because you would be trying to be too compassionate to everybody. It would be impossible. It would be very difficult to try and be fair to everybody and to not focus on profit and production. If you're an empathy person, it's very interesting. There's a reason why our society is balanced with empaths and non-empaths. The empath people don't like to admit it. They like to think if they ran the society, it would be blissful and peaceful and no one would argue. I don't know. I can never be a politician. Just deciding whether we put a new road somewhere would be very difficult. Where do we put the road? But this road's not fair on these people, not fair on these people. I love doing these talks. I love it. I just sit here and open my mouth and speak from my heart. That's very beautiful for me. Thank you for being open to me doing that. Okay.